Oh man, so Phantom is showing great strength and is starting to make headwinds towards our technical price target, which I'm going to share with you in this video. But first, as always guys, if you like my technical analysis, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And we're gonna first look at Bitcoin very quickly, guys. I know you wanna look at Phantom, but like I said, we have to follow the daddy ship, and right now that is Bitcoin. And whenever that's the case, I will bring you the updates on Bitcoin. And the reason we're seeing some strength in altcoins at the moment is because Bitcoin is doing okay, right, as it's perceived. But I do want to emphasize one thing to the downside as well. We have had this W pattern play out on Bitcoin. But what I'm also concerned about, which I want to bring to everybody's attention, is we're not out of the woods yet. And the reason we're not out of the woods yet is I've pointed out over my last few videos that until we get out of this correction on the 4-hourly chart, this resistance on this downward slope, until we can break up beyond that and start heading higher, we are not out of the woods. And the reason for that is we are still in a downward trend. If I bring out the EMA ribbon, you can see very comfortably on the 4-hourly chart, we're still in a downward trend, and therefore we have to keep some caution to the downside. I know people don't like hearing that, but that's what I'm committed to doing, guys, is bringing you realistic updates. So if I see further downside in Bitcoin, I'm going to tell you, because that's going to help you inform your decision. It doesn't mean I've flipped bearish or suddenly, think Bitcoin's going down or anything like that. It's just being smart so we can prepare our investments. We know when there's more downside to be had. We can prepare our dip buys, and that is what is important when you want to build wealth for the long term in cryptocurrencies. Let me switch over to the daily as well. And what I'll show you on the daily chart is the following. So if I can just get this zoomed out, there we go. And you can see now for, let's starting from the crash, the sudden crash on the 18th of November up until now, that is 6 days now of us being below our EMA ribbon. We've not got a sudden return to the upside, but we do need to start heading to the upside, breaking out of this yellow resistance to head to the upside and turn bullish again on our daily EMA ribbon. Okay, the last time we did that, you saw here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and on the 11th day, big breakout, turned bullish, and you can see the massive move we went on then to all-time highs. Can we get the same here? Are we a couple of days away from turning back bullish on our EMA ribbon and going on a massive push? You know my price targets from the cup and handle pattern still sit at 75, and the bigger wedge pattern sit at 85. So those are the price targets we want to see on Bitcoin. Now, what impact is that going to have on Phantom? Because Phantom is showing some amazing strength right now. If I flip to the 4-hourly, let's take off that EMA ribbon, you will see that we covered this W pattern, and we managed to get a really good breakout from our neckline to the upside. We got our retest, and perfectly, as I told you guys in yesterday's video, the retest worked out perfectly. And this is what you want to see, guys. Like I said, whenever you get a retest on a neckline, whether it's a W pattern, whether it's an Adam and Eve pattern, whether it's a head and shoulders pattern, they're all psychologically the same pattern where bulls and bears are fighting, right? And in this case, the bulls have come out on top. And the last hurrah for the bears to push the price down is when you go to test your neckline. Okay, they have their last push down, and the bears go, we're winning this battle. And that's when you really get confident. If you're trading this on a short-term time frame, you can really start to get confident that we're going to see our top price headline target, which on this pattern sits all the way here at $2.75. So things in the immediate future are looking really good for Phantom, but I will always caveat this with we need to keep an eye on any Bitcoin crashes. Always super important to do that, because that can, of course, invalidate any altcoin patterns we see in the chart. Okay, so always make sure you have your stop losses, as that can have an impact if you're trading on the short term. Now, longer term, where are we at with this? Well, you guys know if I switch over to the daily, let's come onto the daily chart. You can see that on a daily chart, this is but a minor blip. And I'd even hazard to say, if Bitcoin did not go on its crash, Phantom would not have corrected this far down. We would have still been in our uptrend. But this is super healthy, right? I even said all the way dated back here, if you're following my videos, from when we bounced here from the EMA ribbon, we went on our run all the way up. We came down, we got a good test of our EMA ribbon here. Okay, we didn't then properly hit, right? We barely penetrated the EMA ribbon. So this is good that we've got a correction. For those of you who are patient enough, had a higher conviction enough to buy the dips, this is where wealth is built, right? When you're buying on these dips, when nobody else wants to buy, this is where wealth is built. So congratulations to you if you managed to do that. And if you're one of those who needed to wait for green candles before you're able to buy, you guys know I call that green candle disease, right? If you have green candle disease and you need the whole market to tell you your coin is great before you can buy into it, then you need to improve your fundamental analysis. You need to improve your research, you need to improve your conviction, and that's what we'll try to do here on this channel. So if you want to see more fundamental analysis on Phantom, comment below what type of things you'd like to see, and I'll be more than happy to bring that to you. We've got some amazing content on this channel on Phantom. We're one of the biggest YouTube channels covering Phantom in such depth from early on. We're talking all the way here in this cup and handle pattern when nobody wanted to cover it. Then go watch those videos, check out my price targets on Phantom longer term, and why I think it's so undervalued when you compare it to other layer one solutions. That's the key right now. You're seeing a lot of movement away from Avalanche, people taking profits on Avalanche and moving it into Phantom. That is because Avalanche is $30 billion plus market cap, right? Phantom is sitting at about $6 billion. And I've been saying this for a long time. The total value locked in market cap ratio is skewed, right? Ethereum's is massive compared to Phantom's and other platforms as well. So when you look at that, there's so much upside to be had in Phantom. And again, if you haven't watched my video, which is called the most important Phantom video, which you're going to watch in 2021, go check that out. That's a really, really important video, guys. So there you go, guys. That's what we're watching on Phantom. Thanks for watching this video. If you appreciate this type of content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to support this channel and my efforts to bring you these daily updates, guys, regardless of where I am in the world. Hit the join button, support this channel with as little or as much as you can, and that will help me bring this content out to you. But more importantly, you will get access to our community thread where you get one-on-one access just for members only to ask me questions on your favorite coins, your portfolio, or any other analysis you want. As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.